Greetings, this is the latest from Mckoy's News Center. In a quadruple shooting incident in Greenwich Town, an 83-year-old woman lost her life, and a 73-year-old individual was among those injured. On Tuesday in Greenwich Town, Kingston, a shooting incident occurred in which 4 individuals were shot, 3 of whom were senior citizens. Tragically, one of the elderly victims, the oldest among them, 83-year-old Una Buchanan, has succumbed to her injuries. The remaining victims who sustained injuries in the incident include a 63-year-old man, a 73-year-old man, and a 33-year-old man, all residing in Kingston 13. This unfortunate event transpired around 4:50 in the afternoon when they were reportedly targeted in a drive-by shooting. Local residents allege that a double murder occurred as a result of a family dispute over land. A deep-rooted family feud over land is suspected to be the catalyst for a tragic double homicide in the Cushney Road section of Parks Road in St. Andrew on Monday evening. This grim incident abruptly ended the plans of one of the 2 elderly victims, who was preparing to move to the United States. The 2 individuals at the center of this tragedy have been identified as 76-year-old Walton Pusey and 61-year-old Sylvester Leslie. It was Leslie who, according to relatives, had aspirations of migrating to join his fiancée in the United States. The double murder is believed to have occurred between 6:30 p.m. and 8 p.m. on Monday, as local residents reported hearing gunshots. Following the shooting, the lifeless body of Pusey, believed to be the primary target, was discovered. On Tuesday morning, Leslie's body was found in a nearby wooded area. It is theorized that Leslie, while on his way home, was unintentionally caught in the crossfire. On Tuesday morning, one of Leslie's relatives was overcome with grief, realizing that he would no longer be available to assist with manly tasks around the house. She expressed, "Nobody expected this." She added that many people were mourning his untimely loss. "Someone called me this morning and told me to come quickly because he's no longer with us. I understand he wasn't supposed to go to work that morning. He had an appointment for a medical examination to facilitate his journey to America. He was a laborer and a father of 3, the relative shared. The exact cause of this tragedy remains unclear. According to eyewitnesses, a significant number of shots were fired, and it appeared that Leslie inadvertently found himself caught in the crossfire. The relative claimed. Eyewitnesses stated that when the car stopped, one man immediately attacked the other, shooting him. Pusey's relatives were still in a state of shock when our news team visited their home on Tuesday, and they were not inclined to speak. Local residents asserted that the ongoing dispute over land between Pusey and a relative was well known, and this land conflict had brought immense unhappiness to Pusey's life. A Jamaican man has been charged with the murder of his Canadian wife in Clarendon. In Clarendon, Jamaica, a 28-year-old man, Rory Palmer, has been arrested and charged with murder in connection to the tragic death of his wife, Jada Whitehead, who was also 28 years old and originally from Mars, Toronto, Canada, residing in Sherrers Heights, Portland Cottage, Clarendon. According to the reports filed by the Lionel Town Police, on May 12 at around 4 p.m., an altercation between Palmer and his spouse turned physical. During the argument, Palmer allegedly threw a fan at Whitehead, striking her in the face, and subsequently, he forcefully struck her head against the wall multiple times. Law enforcement was notified, and upon their arrival, they found Whitehead lying unresponsive in a bed. She was rushed to the hospital, where she was later pronounced dead. Initially, Palmer was apprehended and charged with assault resulting in grievous bodily harm. However, following a thorough investigation and consultations with the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution and the Crime Office, his charge was elevated to murder. The couple had reportedly gathered in Clarendon to celebrate their wedding anniversary. Whitehead had been employed with the school board in Toronto, Canada. Subscribe to Mckoy's News for breaking news and updates.